Good afternoon, everyone. I am Deselmi Imboy, second year student at Bohol Institute of Technology International College, taking the course Bachelor of Elementary Education. So, for today's video, I will tackle what is plate tectonics, volcanoes, earthquakes, movements of continents, geology, and fossil record. So before I will start, let's talk about first colliding plates. Colliding plates, where plates come into contact, energy is released. Plates sliding past each other cause friction and heat. So let's talk about what is plate tectonics. What is plate tectonics? Scientific theory that explains how major landforms are created as a result of Earth's subterranean movements. So this theory, satisfied in the 1960s, transformed the earth sciences by explaining many phenomena including mountain building, volcanoes, and earthquakes. We have types of plate tectonics. We have divergent boundaries, convergent boundaries, transform fault boundaries. Let's talk first divergent boundaries. Divergent boundaries occur along spreading centers where plates are moving apart. A new crust is created by magma pushing up from the mantle. Picture two giant conveyor belts facing each other but slowly moving in opposite direction as they transport newly formed crust away from the ridge crest. So divergent boundaries, also known as extensional. Divergent boundaries, the plates move apart, spreading ridge, basin range. When plates move away from each other, the space between them gets filled with material, which rises to the surface, cools, and form mid-ocean ranges. Second, we have convergent boundaries. Convergent boundaries, ocean-continent collision. Underneath the ocean water, there are a number of long, narrow, curving trenches, thousands of kilometers long and 8 to 10 kilometers deep, cutting into the ocean floor. Trenches are the deepest part of the ocean floor and are created by subduction. Convergent boundaries, also known as subduction boundaries. Convergent boundaries is compressional. Plates move toward each other, include subduction bones and mountain building. Next, we have transform fault. Transform fault, sometimes called a strike-slip boundary. Sharing plates slide past each other and strike-slip motion. We are in volcano. So what is volcano? Volcano eruption in the crust of a planetary mass object such as Earth that allows hot lava, volcano ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface. So volcano is openings or events where lava or tephra, small rocks, and steam erupt on the Earth's surface. On Earth, volcanoes are most often found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging, and most are found underwater. What causes volcano? Volcanoes are formed by eruption of lava and ash when magma rises through cracks or weak spots in the earth crust. A buildup of pressure in the earth's released by things such as a plate movement, which forces molten rock to explode in the air, causing a volcanic eruption. Types of volcano. We have cinder cone, composite volcano, shield volcano. Cinder cone volcano, also known as spatter cones, composite volcano, also known as stratovolcanoes, and shield volcanoes. How do volcanoes form? The majority of volcanoes in the world form along the boundaries of Earth tectonic plates, massive expanses of our plates, the lithosphere that continually shift, bumping into one another. When tectonic plates collide, one open plank deep below the other in what's known as subduction zones. So let's talk earthquakes. An earthquake is the shaking of the surface of the earth resulting from a sudden release of energy in the earth's lithosphere that creates seismic waves. So, Earthquakes is what happen when two blocks of the earth suddenly slip past one another. The surface when they slip is called the fault or fault plane. When a volcano erupts, the pressure of the rising magma forcing its way through the crust to the surface will often trigger earthquakes activity. What causes earthquakes? The tectonic plates are always slowly moving but they get stuck at their edge due to friction. When the stress on the edge overcomes the friction, there is an earthquake that releases energy in waves that travel through the Earth's crust and the cause of shaking that we felt. We have five main causes of earthquakes. We have volcanic eruption, tectonic movements, geological fault, man-made, and minor causes. So, we have relationship between plate tectonics, earthquakes, and volcanoes. So, when these plates move around, they collide, move apart, or slide past each other. So, the movement of these plates can cause vibration known as earthquakes and can create conditions that cause volcanoes to form and earthquake epicenters are related to tectonic plate boundaries. Movements of continents. The massive slab of rock called tectonic plates. The plates are always moving and interacting in a process called plate tectonics. The continents are still moving today. And finally, let's talk about geology. Geology is a branch of earth science concerned with both the liquid and solid earth, the rock of which it is composed, and the process by which they change over time. So, geology can also include the study of solid features of any terrestrial planet or natural satellite such as Mars or the Moon. Geology is the study of the earth. We can understand now the earth has changed through time. Fossil record. History of life as documented by fossils, the remains of imprints or organisms from earlier geological periods preserved by sedimentary rock. Example of fossil record: bones, shells, exoskeleton, stone imprints of animals, microbes.